Nothing like drinking at 10:30 in the morning. We got like 7 more videos to hit, and I'm like, maybe I should just drink this bourbon and let's forget all these videos and just have a good time. Today, we're gonna make the drink of all drinks, the cocktail amongst cocktails. We're gonna be making the Manhattan. This is kind of what started the modern day cocktail. Back in the day, everybody's just like, drinking booze, and this kind of changed everything. Everybody's just pounding whiskey and pounding this and pounding that. This was the first thing that you added something to. And they started adding a little bit of vermouth to it. And this became more of like, this is like a cocktail. So it kind of changed the face of cocktails. And this is like considered the modern cocktail even back then. So now it's kind of considered old school, but this is just an amazing, amazing drink, and it's delicious, especially when you make it this way. So we're gonna do a kind of classic Manhattan. There's one extra thing I do to make it a little not so classic, but still kind of going classic. I use bourbon. You can use whiskey if you want more of like a bite to it, but I kind of like the flavor of bourbon for my Manhattans, so I use bourbon. Some people say, it's only whiskey, you only use bourbon. It's whatever. It happened a long time ago. It's a delicious drink, so that's how we're gonna deal with it. It's just a really good drink. It doesn't matter if you use bourbon or use whiskey. This is gonna be one of those drinks, one of those cocktails that once you learn how to make this is kind of, you come home after a long night and you can just kind of make this one and just sit and relax, after dinner, before dinner. This is one of those cocktails. We're gonna go with a little bit of ice. We're gonna strain this ice out. But this is just to chill it. 2 ounces of bourbon. There's 1.5, and there's another half. There is 2 ounces of your bourbon. 1 ounce of sweet vermouth. Make sure it's sweet vermouth. You can keep it dry, but for this drink, you want it to be a little sweet. You want to have a little of that sweetness, that depth. If it was dry, I don't think dry vermouth goes well in here at all. I think you have to use sweet. And it's not that sweet. It's not that sweet of a drink. The 2 ounces of bourbon really kind of pulls that down. And then we have our Angostura bitters, and we're gonna go 2 dashes. So dash, dash. Now this is where I kind of make it a little bit different. When you have your marinated cherries in there, I like to take the cherry juice, and I like to do about, I would say, I'm putting about I'm gonna do a teaspoon. I'm gonna do a teaspoon of the cherry juice. I think this makes it taste amazing. And this isn't classic at all. Classically, you just kind of drop the cherry in there or put the cherry on top. The little bit of that cherry juice in there really kind of wakes up this drink and gives it that kind of sweetness and gives it a little more depth and a little bitterness from that whiskey. It really makes it cohesive. You want to get your spoon, you can stir it all fancy, but for some reason a chopstick, I can just stir it better. When I have that spoon in there, even when I use the backside of it, doesn't stir it right for me. And there's ways to do it, but I just use a stick. And I can do it really fast. About a 10-second stir. Then we're gonna go right into our glass. Now you can use any glassware you want. A coupe glass would be really cool for this too. Just go right in, get your cherry, and that's gonna go right on top. And there it is. There's your classic Manhattan with kind of a little twist with that Luxardo cherry juice in there, and it makes it just sing and it pops. Bourbon Manhattan. That's just one of those classic drinks where every single sip, you're like, that's why it's a classic. That's why it's around 100, 120 years later, because it's that good. You gotta try this Bourbon Manhattan. So don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below. You wanna see this cocktail? You want me to make something different? Let me know, and thanks so much for watching.